Hey guys, it's Sharon, and today we are doing the weekly roundup review of all the goodies in my everyday makeup drawer. Now, we missed a week. If you've been keeping track, we missed a week. Let me adjust the camera. Okay, we did miss a week because my footage was bad. And really, I guess the footage was fine, but I was bad. I had lipstick all over my teeth. So that's partly why we're not on camera today. Also, just because I didn't do my makeup. But here we are. So I'm so sorry you didn't get a roundup of last week. We're just gonna have to call it a wash. But I do have the makeup that I shopped for the week and thoughts on all of it. So let's hop into it. Let's start with complexion. Okay, so I pulled in this week Maybelline Age Rewind Eraser products. A few weeks back, if you're keeping up, I used the brightener and concealer, which I love. And I actually started using these as like a foundation base, just for light makeup days, and it worked so well. And then all of a sudden I remembered, wait a second, I'm pretty sure they used to make a foundation, and they still do. And let me tell you something, this is so good. Oh my gosh, I think the only downside is that I think I'm gonna go through it really quickly. I've only been using it this week, and can you already see how much is gone? But I also kind of love that I can see how much is gone. Like, that's satisfying to me. I also think the sponge applicator is really fun to apply with. It has applied well with a brush, with a sponge. It gives beautiful coverage. This Shade Match 110 is absolutely perfection for me. It works so well. If you haven't used this ever or in a long time, give it a try. Let me know what you think. It's definitely one that feels hydrating throughout the day. You might want to set it with a powder just so you don't like feel it on your skin, but it actually doesn't bother me. It sort of just feels hydrating. The coverage is nice. It wears beautifully throughout the day. It doesn't look flaky or crusty or gross. It's just lovely. So, new favorite foundation right here. Then to pair with that, I actually bought this one by mistake. I picked this up thinking I was buying this, but really I was buying the Perfector, so that was my own fault. I was moving too quickly. This is the glow one that tons of people love. I like it fine. I've used it both with this, like together, like this first and then this. I've kind of mixed them together at the same time. I've used just this by itself. They all work great. So these are honestly all of the Maybelline, like Instant Age Rewind, and then the Perfector. These are all just absolutely excellent. If you haven't tried them, I highly recommend. Then this week, for something new, I did pick up the e.l.f. Liquid Poreless Putty. I've heard a lot of people say they like this. I was just really curious. I don't have a lot of pore filling primers right now, and I do feel like there are a few areas on my face, like right by my nose, that I want to just kind of fill in the pores. Thought I'd give this a try. So far, I really like it. It worked very well with the foundation, so no complaints so far. Then for powder, I've been using the CoverGirl Advanced Radiance. This is also a great powder that I've used for years. No complaints there. All right, eye palette for the week. I pulled in, as a theme with Maybelline, the Maybelline Nudes of New York palette. I don't love it. Monica, if you're watching, I'm gonna DM you. You want me to send you this? Because I totally will. I know you love it. This is fine. It's just the color story isn't quite perfect for me. And I know Monica here on YouTube loves this palette. She's talked about it, and like, you can't get it anymore. It's old. So I've hardly touched mine at all. It's just not for me. I know a lot of people love it, but like the color story just isn't quite right for me. So that is something I will be decluttering. If Monica doesn't want it, I'll see if someone else does. Okay, moving on. Let's do eyeliners, mascara, stuff like that. So I had to pull in a new brow gel. This is a new ABH brow gel. I love this. It's a classic. It's great. I actually pulled in a whole bunch of mascaras, which is not typically what I do. Originally, I pulled in the Thrive tubing mascara, and you know what I've learned? I don't like this. I don't like the way it comes off. I mean, it's fine, but like, it's not what I want in a mascara. We're at the 6-month mark now. I'm gonna let this go, and I'm not gonna get it again. It's just, tubing mascaras just are like not my thing. So because of that, after I used it like once, I was like, I'm gonna try something else. And then I remembered, oh, I do have a Maybelline mascara. I have the Falsies. This is, it's not bad. It didn't smudge on me. it's just not like, they call it the falsies, Volume Express. I did not see any volume. I really didn't. It's a okay mascara, but it's not one that I'll buy again. And because we're just at about the 6-month mark, I'm letting it go. All right, so following that trend, then I went through and thought I better check my date stickers because I do try to date especially my mascaras when I open them so I know how old they are. So Tarte Light Creme Lashes I pulled in because it's at the 6-month mark. I love this mascara, but this one is too dry. It's not working well anymore, so I'm gonna let that one leave this week. Then I pulled in the ABH mascara. This smudges badly on me. Badly. So it's going to go. I do love it though. Like if you don't have an issue with smudging, give it a try. I think it's a me problem, not a mascara problem. Same with the Tarte Surfer Curl. I've loved this one for a long time. This one is so dry. I have had some issues with it smudging, but again, I think it's a me problem, not a mascara problem. So give it a try if you see it like on a 21 Days of Beauty half off sale or a Tarte sale. But this one's just too dried up. It wasn't performing as well as it has. So we're letting 5 mascaras leave this week. Oh wait, there's another one. I don't think this one's leaving though, but I think it's got its foot out the door. This is the Lancome Monsieur Big. It's just, like it's fine. It's not groundbreaking, it's fine. I wouldn't buy it again, but it's still like good enough to use right now. For brows, I was still using the Milani Brow Fix. This is a great brow powder, but I am ready for a pencil to come back in my life because sometimes the powders just take a little longer, and I'm kind of over that. Okay, this Too Faced Better Than Sex brown liner is going to go, simply because it's dried up, and I already have a backup, and I actually bought a new one today. If you are watching this, close to the upload date. This is the week during Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty that these liners are on sale 50% off. So $13 for the black or the brown. They're incredible. I love them. Cannot recommend them enough. This one I've been using since July, and it's just getting where like there's too much product buildup on the brush tip. I'm not sure if that's going to translate, but too much like product buildup from eyeshadows and stuff that it's just not as fluid of a line as I would like. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass this one through the empties and break out another one for next week. I did also use the black occasionally. This one I just opened, so I'm not going to get rid of that, obviously. All right, then I did pull in the Revlon Color Stay Micro in Eggplant. I'm gonna let this one go. This is definitely the best purpley liquid liner that I have found. However, it's still not great. And there's something about the applicator on this and the way that I hold my hand that I get the product from the wand up here onto my lashes, like on the tips of my lashes, and then it makes my mascara go on crunchy, and I don't like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass it on, and maybe we'll try it again later. If you do have a great liquid purple recommendation, let me know. I am looking for like a rich, you know, purple kind of color. I think that's probably really hard to find. All right, nothing else exciting here. Still using the By Mario pencil. I'm getting closer and closer to using it up. I'm so sick of it. I want it to go. MAC Giga Black Lash for my lower lashes, and then NYX Yogurt Jumbo Pencil if I want to intensify shadows. So there you have that section. All right, let's talk about face products or color, bronzer, whatever, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so this week I was testing out the new Physicians Formula Butter Glow and, what is it? Glow and Go stick. I think these are supposed to be dupes of like the Dibs Beauty product where there's bronzer and blush on either end. This is another thing where like, I wish they wouldn't do this. Can you just sell blush and bronzer? Because this probably isn't the pink I would have chosen. This bronzer is good, but like the blush is not what I would have picked. Like I just hate that they lock you into having to do that. Very irritating. But I like this product so far, and honestly the blush is still good. It's kind of fun to use something I don't normally use. So far I'm really enjoying this product. I think it will be great for travel, just to have a nice compact double-ended product. So I really like that. That's gonna stay. Then the Tarte Shape Tape Glow Wand is a favorite. I've talked about that before. It's excellent. I actually pulled in a few extra things this week. I was just feeling like I wanted a few more options, you know? So I pulled in the ABH Cream Blush in Latte. I adore this blush stick. These ABH blushes I think are my favorite cream stick blushes. They're so good. Then I also pulled in the Essence Baby Got Bronze contour stick. This one is very, very gray. So like this Physicians Formula one, I'll just swatch them for you really fast. This one's nice and warm, but still light. It still works for my skin. And this one is nice and cool, like a good old contour. So honestly, using them kind of mixed together worked really, really well to give me a more neutral bronzer shade that I'm looking for. So that was good. Then I also pulled in this Lucky Chick blush stick, which I actually didn't get an opportunity to use, but I do like the color okay. So that will live another week. Then let's see, everything else is gonna stay, I believe. Let's see, I did use a little bit of the Winky Lux highlight. I like that, and I also think it's really pretty to look at. Love my Physicians Formula powder highlight. For powder blush, I pulled in Blush Baby from MAC, love that. Continued to use the Physicians Formula bronzer. Actually, this was from the previous week that I don't know that you saw. This is in Warm Beige Light, and I love this. If you have very fair skin and you're looking for a very fair skin bronzer, this is perfection. So good. I didn't end up using the Balm Take Home the Bronze. I think this is a little dark for me. It might need to go, but we'll give it a shake. So there you have it. A lot of mascaras leaving this week just because they are too old and dried up. Really nothing left because I didn't flat out like it other than the eye palette that I'm going to see if my friend Monica would like to have. So let's go ahead and pick makeup for next week. Okay, I've had kind of a lazy Friday night, busy-ish lazy Saturday, if that makes sense. Like, we got out and ran errands this morning, but I don't have makeup on, anything like that. Like, I'm in a sweatshirt, I'm cozy, but I did want to follow up on my everyday makeup drawer. So instead of just shopping my stash like I do typically, I just took some quiet time to myself. So sorry if you missed that part. If you want to see what my collection looks like, just go watch some previous videos from a couple weeks ago, because it really hasn't changed since then. So I thought I would share with you the makeup that I pulled out to use this next week. So I started with an eyeshadow palette, and I pulled out the LA Girl Nudie Cutie. I really like this palette. The lighting today is weird. We're having kind of a gray, cool day today. It's like 55. But it's like peachy pink, more warm tones. But we are supposed to have some kind of nicer weather this coming week, so that's why I pulled that. Still working on using up my Ulta Matte eye primer. We're getting really close to that being done. And so then for foundation this week, I pulled in the Ulta Beauty Complexion Crush foundation. I'm really not sure about this. I haven't used it enough to know how I feel about it. It says it's a medium coverage foundation. The thing that keeps me from pulling this out of my collection is how it looks, honestly. Like, I was excited to get it when I saw it in the store, and then it comes home and it sits next to my other beautiful foundation bottles, and this just looks so cheap to me. Like, it's plastic, it's a flip top, like it just feels like I'm putting on a tinted moisturizer or something just like really unexciting. So honestly, it's the packaging that keeps me from wanting to use this. So hopefully this week the product inside can wow me. I'll report back. And then I thought to pair with that, I would use some of my other Ulta Beauty products. Excuse me. I have the Ulta Beauty pink color corrector, so we'll use that under the eyes, and then the Cool and Glow face primer, which I do enjoy, and I hope that it works well with the foundation. I don't have an Ulta Beauty brand concealer, so I pulled in the Essence Keep Me Covered concealer. Not really anything changed from my like mascara liner drawer except for the mascaras. Everything else is the same. Too Faced Better Than Sex, Makeup by Mario liner, things like that. But I thought I would pull in my two hard candy mascaras. I have the Get a Grip Lash Primer and the Lengthening Ultimate Mascara. I love the mascara. I need to learn more. Do I like them together? So I thought I'd pull those out for now. Then face products, I'm actually kind of looking forward to. I feel like I have a fun little lineup up here of face products. So for my cream products for the week, I pulled in the Winky Lux Liquid Bronzer. If you haven't seen this one, the packaging is so fun. It's like you dip it in, shake it up. It's a sponge here that you sort of like dab on where it goes. So I'm just I like that one just because it's fun. Oh, you didn't even see that. It's fun to play with. I swatched it a tiny bit. Then I pulled in the Maneater. Since this one's like a true liquid, not a cream, I wanted a liquid blush, so I pulled in my Maneater blush. This one is in Buff. I really like this product. And then for like a highlight, I pulled in my Stila, which I believe is part of the Beauty Steals. Although that might have already passed or it's coming up, I'm not sure. But if it's coming up and you haven't missed it, I really like that. So then for powder products this week, I pulled in my High School Musical blush, which is just a really nice, kind of leans peachy neutral blush. The L'Oreal Infallible highlight, which I think looks super deceiving in the pan. I think it looks chunky glittery in the pan. Like when you're looking at it, I think it looks like it's gonna be super, super sparkly. But when it's on like a swatch, it's just, it catches the light beautifully and it really isn't glittery. It's just beautiful. So got that. And then I did pull in the Take Home the Bronze, which I didn't end up using last week. I thought I'd use it this week because I think this shade might be a little bit pale for me. And I thought this might help kind of balance that out. So there you have it. There is the makeup of the week. I apologize for it not being more exciting this week. I promise when I have a little bit more energy and time, I'll ramp it back up again. So stay tuned for that. Oh, I did want to let you know that I did choose to declutter 2 more palettes from Profusion, the Chocolate and the Nude Bliss. I had pulled these out previously last week to kind of play around with them when I wasn't loving my Maybelline palette. And they're so big and bulky. Like, I still think they're good. If you're on a budget and like this is all you can get, sure. But I have so many other palettes that I just feel like these are so humongous, I can let them go. Okay, there you have it. So 2 more things. So this, the Maybelline Nudes of New York, my Revlon liner, the Too Faced liner, then a bunch of mascaras, like 5 mascaras are getting rid of. So quite a few things leaving the collection this week, which feels very good. So I hope you enjoyed. Hit subscribe if you would like to watch more, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.